It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll try and run again with Blue. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. You look at the defense for these Texans. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Second and 11. Quick throw here, that's complete. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Here's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. The rookie from Nebraska looking sharp on that one. First down. On first down, it's Blue. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 17-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he's down to the 11. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll set up to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
For the Cowboys field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Look at this Cowboy defense.
This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
This is a unit that understands what needs to be done to stop the run. And they're a team that goes out and executes as well. Yeah, it's the mantra, stop it, but then going out and getting it done. 2 different things. They combine them.
Throwing now is Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
The Texans at 12-1 now to start play, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here, and if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
3rd and 3. Stroud out of the gun here. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Here's Stroud. got his man, Dell.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he stopped immediately there.
DeMarvion Overshown, the one to bring him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Donovan Ezaraku.
2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What's the return?
It was a backhand. A really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the little bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. They're going to look to throw.
Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They go with blue between the tackles. Will be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is We want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Here's 2nd and 8. For Kittle here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. They'll look to throw here.
Completes this one to Pickens.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Nice spinning away.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14. And the Cowboy first down.
They hand it off. It's Blue. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This is 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Throwing now, and it's complete.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On to give, this is Blue. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again. And this time he is in for a Cowboy touchdown.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL, so they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is now 10-3.
For the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll let this go deep for Collins.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Nico Collins,
His 11th touchdown of the year.
and the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
3rd and 19.
Back to throw here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a shotgun handoff, Blue. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pickens. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They run with Blue. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Pickens going in motion left. Out of the gun, they run with Blue. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll drop the throw. Toward the pylon. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 2nd and 10. And Stroud now to throw. That's complete to Dell.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Here goes Stroud again.
Over the middle, it's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Stroud. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud.
That's complete. It's Collins. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Texans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
On the 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll drop to throw. Throw right side is complete on the diving effort. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Brandon Aubrey, the kickoff for the Cowboys.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Mixon.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7.
Now back to throw. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Cowboys.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
This is Blue. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9.
They'll set up a throw. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And that one gives him a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Cowboys 27, Texans 24. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10. at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything. But in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing now is Stroud. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 2nd and 14. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's 3rd and 9.
He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And his throw here is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to waft this one deep left sideline. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Cowboys are able to stretch out their lead. Aubrey now for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
That's the score. Cowboys 34, Texans 24. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here's Stroud. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a first down carry is Williams. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now 2nd and 5.
Here's Blue. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On the carry, this is Scott. And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He'll try again. And he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5.
They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Open man, that's Jaden Higgins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pick up there at 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5.
Mixing up the middle.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them. On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Second down, goal to go. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it.
That is tight end. That's complete. That's Schultz.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
In for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, no. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Dallas, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA